Okay, so for this first equation, we're going to solve it by factoring by grouping. So the first step in that would be to pull out any common factors up here. Okay, they're all divisible by 2, so that would be the common factor for this. So we're going to put the 2 on the outside of the parentheses to show what we divided them all by. So 18x squared divided by 2 is 9. Bring down the x squared. 60x divided by 2 is 30. Bring down the x. And 32 divided by 2 is 16. Okay, so now we're going to multiply the first and last term. So 9 times 16 equals 144. Okay, so now we're going to factor out 144 to see which factors of it add up to give you 30. So let's factor out 144. So 1 goes into 144, 2, 3, 4, and 6. So 2 goes into 72, 3 goes in 48 times, 4 goes in 36 times, and 6 goes in 24, and that's where we're going to stop. Okay, so now we're going to see which one of these add up to give you 30. Okay, and we see that that is 6 and 24, so we're going to replace 30, the middle term, with those and put those into the equation. So 9x squared plus 24x plus 6x plus 16. So now that we have that, we're going to split the equation into two sides and look at each side separately. Okay, so here's our first side. 9x squared plus 24x. We're going to see what they have in common and pull out any common factors. So let's see. They're both divisible by 3, and we can divide them both by x. Okay, so divided by 3x, divided by 3x. Okay, and we put the 3x on the outside of the parentheses to show what we divided by. 9x squared divided by 3x is 3x. And then 24 divided by 3 is 8, and the x's cancel out. Okay, so there's our first term. Now we're going to look at the second side. 6x plus 16. Okay, and they both have 2. They're both divisible by 2. Okay, so we'll put the 2 on the outside of the parentheses to show what we divided by. 6x divided by 2 is 3x, and then 16 divided by 2 is 8. Okay, now for the outside of the equation, for these terms, 3x and 2 we're going to add since it's a positive number, since just 2 is a positive number. And we're going to put that inside parentheses. And then these two, we're going to leave it, well, wouldn't say combine, we're just going to keep it the same and just turn both into 1 and just bring it down. So 3x plus 8. And our 2 that we had up here from earlier, we're just going to bring it down and put it on the outside. And we're going to rewrite that. 3x plus 2, 3x plus 8. And that is our final answer. 3x plus 2 times 3x plus 8. There you go.